will do a roll call beginning to my right.
Maury here.
Thatcher here.
Caldwell present.
Okay, let the record show that a quorum is present. If we could stand for the invocation, do we have, Holly, do we have anyone for the?
We are supposed to, but it looks like we do not.
Okay, Joan, would you mind?
Sure. Father, we thank you for this day and all your blessings to us. And we thank you for this opportunity to get together as a town to discuss and deliberate the business of Winnsboro. We ask that you give us the knowledge we need and the wisdom we need to make the best decisions for the whole of Winnsboro. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
We could do now the pledge allegiance to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now for the Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Everybody could please be seated. Okay. Now is the time. Did anyone sign in for public comments prior to the meeting being called to order? Yes, no, maybe? No? Okay. All right. With that, we'll move on to the consent items. 5.1, the minutes for April 9th, 2024 regular meeting, and April 9th, 2024 regular meeting, April 9th, 2024 joint council and EDC meeting. Did everybody have a chance to read over these and any questions or concerns? Anyone?
Madam Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the minutes for both regular meeting and joint city council EDC meeting as presented.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a first and a second. Any additional discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, let's do 5.2, the staff reports. Do we have anyone here from the city staff that would wish to report anything to us? Anyone? Mark, come on up.
Good evening, Council, Mr. Mayor. Just a brief rundown for the volunteer fire department for the month of April. We had a total of 45 calls for the month. We had one structure fire, 2 vehicle fires. We had 2 smoke and odor investigations and 2 fire alarms. We had 5 motor vehicle accidents, 12 medical calls. We had 1 gas leak. The storm that we had several calls from it. As far as trees and such, there was 13. Out of all of our 45 calls, we actually had 17 calls on between 6 p.m. and midnight on April 26th.
Wow.
When the big storm came through. So we were very busy. I had 1 mutual aid call, 2 public service calls, and then we've had 4 training and business meetings in the month. Currently, we still have 19 firefighters, 1 chaplain, 2 honorary members, and 2 support service folks. And then we've actually got 3 applications right now that we're going to be considering tonight at our meetings that are here. So, we also, not counting the hours spent on calls for the month of April, personnel spent an extra 236 hours of volunteer service to the community, to the department for the month of April. We've had some costly things here this last month. Our air bottles that we use had to be hydrostatically tested. That's done every 5 years. We had a company that came in from down near Houston that had to do what they call trucks to go in for maintenance this month. One of our brush trucks, which fortunately they're not needed right now because of all the steady rain we've had. But it's back in service, ready to go once it dries up. And then we've got another engine over there that we go to a place over in Sulphur Springs that specializes in fire apparatus that's fixing, making some repairs for us. The community involvement, we attended a candlelight vigil for child abuse prevention equipment this past month. And there was 7 other fire departments that were representing there, as well as the 2 local EMS providers were there. We recently had a class that was provided by Christus EMS and Apply for Life. It was a landing zone class, so it was very helpful for our department. We had Perryville and Auburn departments there, as well as some representatives from Winnsboro PD as well. Of course, we still continue to work with Wood, Franklin, and Hopkins County, and helping out wherever we can with them. We've given some community service this past month, and of course, some of the citizens are from the county. And then, as far as myself, I'll be attending a school safety meeting put on by the Wood County Sheriff's Office here this month, as well as attending a regional communications interoperability workshop and exercise in Tyler this weekend. That's all we got. Thank you.
Chief Griffin, just if you could express our appreciation to you yourself and to the volunteer fire department for all that they do. We could not do it without you.
We appreciate it. You appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Mayor Newsom, I just wanted to point out that Library Director Manuel Basilis, he created the summer calendar for the library. He did such a good job on these. He printed several extra for anybody that wanted that here tonight. It's also going to be posted on their website and online, but feel free to pick one of these up
Yeah.
when you leave.
Isn't that nice?
Anybody else for the staff? No? Okay, then we're gonna move on to public hearings. 6.1, action authorizing the city administrator to negotiate an agreement with the Chamber of Commerce.
So last time we spoke, we talked about 101, and we gave the museum possession of the depot, and we've relocated. They were literally without offices for a little bit and just doing whatever they could, wherever they could. But the Main Street director and the assistant EDC coordinator to the 101 building. If you've not been to the new 101 building since it's been cleaned, and those ladies have just breathed life into that building, I strongly encourage you to go. So that was kind of step 1 was getting the museum and the depot. Step 2 was relocating some offices. The next part of that is really just engaging with our local Chamber of Commerce. Myself and Holly Parker attended their meeting, and then just to kind of see if they had an interest in maybe relocating and being a part of what we hope to happen at the 101 building. They were excited about that, and so this is just a formal request to you all to allow me to negotiate some very simple terms with them for use of 101, and just furthering what we hope to do there. Would be at no cost to them.
Okay, well, I move that the city administrator can negotiate an agreement with the Chamber of Commerce.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a first and a second. Do I have any additional discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No, the motion carries. Okay, so let's move now to 6.2, action to accept bid for property located at Wood, CAD number 39859, lot 36F, block N-1.1722, located at the corner of Carver and Lincoln Street. Okay, so it looks like we had 2 different people bid on this piece of property. Do you have anything to add?
Received one bid from a Benton Borough for $1,100 and another from Carl Fletcher for $2,500, so it'd be the recommendation to accept the higher offer.
That's supposed to be Carol.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Just checking.
Yes, Carol.
that's Carol Fletcher.
Madam Mayor, I make the motion that we accept the bid for property located at the corner of Carver and Lincoln for the higher amount of $2,500.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a first and a second. Any additional discussion? Okay, motion carries.
Did we vote?
Oh, you can vote. I'm trying to multitask, and you can see I'm not doing it very well. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No, motion carries. Sorry about that,
I
guys.
thought maybe I just missed it.
I'm trying to multitask and I need to quit. Okay. So now we're going to move on to 6.3, action to award a contract for the rebid of RFP number 22-01 regarding the 2022 GEO bond for street improvements.
We were made aware that there could be some potential changes in the market conditions as far as the cost and pricing of the asphalt for the completion of the street project. Out of abundance of caution, we went ahead and did a rebid just to make sure that we were still within line of the requirements there. We only received one bid, and it's from the same contractor that was doing it before, and it actually came in slightly lower. So recommendation would be to award it to the one and only bidder at a lower cost.
I'll entertain a motion.
I move that we award the contract for the rebid of RFP number 22-01 regarding the 2022 GO bond for street improvements.
I second.
Okay, I have a first and a second. Any additional discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. So motion carries. Got it right that time, guys. Okay, 6.4, action on ordinance 1079-2024, updating city ordinances for compliance with local government code section 52.002. So did we all have a chance to go over this, look at it? Any questions?
What has changed?
This is a blanket ordinance that will amend all existing ordinances that do not have the required language, therefore be it ordained by council. So it would insert that legal language in all of the ordinances existing that do not have it.
Okay, so Mayor, I recommend that we, I'm sorry, I'm going blank. Which one? 6.4.
6.4.
Action on ordinance updating the city ordinance for compliance with the local government code, section 52.002.
Okay, is that a motion? You make a
That is
motion?
a motion.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a first and a second. Any additional discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Okay, motion carries. Now we're on 6.5, action on resolution number 2024-06, utilizing the standard allowance for revenue loss allowed by the American Rescue Plan Act.
Council, this is just a requirement in order we chose to take the rest of it as salary, reduction in salary, or just to pay back salaries. I think we had done a previous ordinance, but we paid some other things at different times that we approved. And so this will finish out all of the requirements for the ARPA grant by accepting this ordinance.
I think everybody's had a chance to look at it and review it. Do y'all have any questions for? No? Okay, then I'll entertain a motion.
Madam Mayor, I make a motion that we accept the resolution 2024-06, utilizing the standard allowance for revenue loss allowed by the American Rescue Plan Act.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a first and a second. Any additional discussion? Questions? Okay, all in approve?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carries on that one as well. So now we're moving on to 6.6, action to amend fee schedule. So did everyone get a chance to look at this? It had to do, some of it with the airport, alarm system, animal control, all different things. So if you've had a chance to review it. Yes.
Could you give Mackenzie a brief for public record, what the
Sure.
details?
Sure. The airport board met to consider an increase in our airport hangar fees. They had not been done in over a decade. So we would be recommending that the small hangars increase from $100 a month to $175 a month, that there would be an addition of a medium hangar rental fee of $225 a month, a large hangar fee for $250 a month, and the remainder of the fees would stay the same, open hangar $60 and tie downs $2 per day. Events on city property, Holly, the change to the deposit of $250, will you remind me what that one's for? I'm sorry, $500?
We did not have a deposit in place
Okay.
prior to this at all.
That was my question. There wasn't one?
Yeah.
We're putting a deposit in place with.
Another addition is, it's been a practice policy for a while, it's just the fees that for public information for police department for accidents and things of that nature. So really that's more of a disclosure and cleanup in this fee schedule. Downtown pavilions, previously you got every single pavilion at the marketplace or farmer's market for $100. So we would ask that you change that to $75 per pavilion instead of $100 for the entire space.
In
I
the
think-
past, when people have rented the pavilions, did they utilize them all?
To my knowledge, they've not been rented since I've been here for personal.
We have found that people use them. They probably didn't know they were available as a rental. We're gonna do some signage in place that says, hey, you can rent this.
Yeah.
All we have out there is a little sit down.
Okay.
Covered area.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, I think that's about all. So Mackenzie did outline the changes. So not any additional questions. I'll recommend or entertain.
Okay. Madam Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the amended fee schedule.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a first and a second. Is there any other discussion needed? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No? Okay, motion carries. The next one, we have 6.7, action to approve ordinance number 1055-2021, removing the Carolyn Jones room from the city fee schedule. I did have a question regarding this. Are they still gonna call it the Carolyn Jones room? Okay.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
I didn't want her name to be taken off the room.
I
It's
asked
just
that
removing
too.
the fee,
Okay.
correct?
Yes.
It's just taking it.
She was a very good lady, so we want to remember her. Okay,
Madam Mayor, I make a motion that we approve ordinance number 1055-2021, A1, removing Carolyn Jones' room from city fee schedule.
I'll second.
okay, we have a first and a second. Any additional discussion? Okay, no, so all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No, motion carries. So now we're into 6.8, to convene into executive session pursuant to section 551-071 of the Texas Government Code, consultation with attorney regarding compliance with Article 16, Section 67 of the Texas Constitution. Okay, so at this time, we need to clear, and that's at 6:00 PM. We can clear the chamber, please.